Hello friends, today we'll discuss about enzymes and in this video we'll cover these topics. So let's start with the enzymes. Here we have a substrate that have to get converted into some product within a certain limit time. But if we add a specific enzyme with the active site for the substrate, this reaction will get speed up to form appropriate product. So this actually enzyme do with a reaction. These are mainly are protein in nature that actually speed up the reaction. They remain unchanged during the reaction, so they do not affect any equilibrium of the reaction. They only speed up the reaction, thus affect only the rate of reaction. So they can be reused as they remain themselves as unchanged during the reaction. Definition will comes like enzymes are biological catalysts that speed up a biological reaction without being consumed or changed in that reaction. Here we have a substrate with the enzyme will gives a product and enzyme will eliminate out as it is. Also one more thing about enzyme that enzyme are protein in nature. They may be active as it is in their native form but may require some additional chemical group. These chemical group are actually called as prosthetic group. Sorry, I haven't mentioned or written in this video, but remember this thing that these additional group are called as prosthetic group, and if they are belonging to inorganic ion like ferrous, magnesium ion, and manganese ion, or some other ion also involved in this category, then they are called as cofactor. But if it is organic, metal or organic molecule, then they comes under the coenzyme. And examples are biocytin coenzyme A, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, etc. The coenzyme mainly belong to the vitamin category. Now classification of enzyme mainly involve lethol. Lethol is the word that will help you in remembering the category of each enzyme. L is for ligase, in which the term itself is representing them some sticking or combining action taking place in the reaction, so that a single molecule will form from different molecule. Here example is given for DNA ligase, which ligate these two fragments to give a single circular DNA molecule. Another category is involved isomerase. Isomerase is a term that is obtained from Greek word in which is isomeros. Iso means equal, meros means part. So here is the product. Actually if we see the reaction, then it will be observed that the product actually are of similar with that of the substrate. It is because of the rearrangement of bond or molecule taking place during the reaction, and nothing will be changed with the substrate. So here we have epimer or isomer of glucose. As we can see, they all are start with CHO and ends with CH2OH. So the shuffling or the rearrangement of the molecular bond must be taking place between CHO and CH2OH. Next category is transferase, as the term itself is representing that the transfer of molecule is taking place or group is taking place. Here we are giving the example of kinases, in which glucokinase, some transfer of group, a functional group or molecule is taking place on glucose with the help of ATP. If kinase is there, ATP must be there, because phosphate group is actually derived from this ATP, and itself ATP get converted to ADP by leaving its phosphate group for the reaction. Next is hydrolases. As the term itself is clicking something that must be water involvement taking place in this reaction. Exactly, break down a large molecule into smaller one with the help of water is actually done by hydrolase. And the example includes peptidase for peptide bond, phosphodiesterase that break the DNA molecule. So here we have a peptide dipeptide, in which 5' peptidase along with water break this peptide bond CONH, and it will give the two individual amino acid. Now oxidoreductase itself is very expressive word. Oxidation and reduction must be taking place simultaneously, and its example include peroxidases, oxygenase, reductase, dehydrogenase. Here alcohol or ethanol is converting into acetaldehyde. Last is lyase, in which enzyme catalyze the addition or removal of element at double bond. Here double bond is very important because whatever the addition and removal is taking place, it will be happen at double bond. So here we have an example of galate decarboxylase. At decarboxyl means removal of carboxyl group is taking place. So it will give pyrogalol from gallic acid. Now how this enzyme actually work or enzyme kinetic? Again the substrate will give product. If we add a enzyme, it will be speed up to give a product. An enzyme actually speed up the reaction, and this speed is actually called as rate of reaction. So how this rate of reaction in response to experimental parameter get changes is all comes under enzyme kinetics. The rate of reaction is depend upon the concentration of substrate. This we are going to prove in the upcoming section. Here we have substrate with a low concentration, and here we have enzyme with the active site, and the active site is occupied by this substrate to form enzyme substrate complex to give this product. Now initially when the concentration of substrate is low, the all the enzyme occupied with the substrate, and they must achieve certain speed or velocity at which the reaction to be happen. And then even if we increases the concentration of the substrate, it hardly matter the rate of reaction or the speed of reaction to form this product or to give this ES complex. So this will be this can also be explained from this graph. Initially the speed of the reaction, the rate of reaction increases, but at certain concentration of substrate. But even after increasing this concentration of the substrate, after reaching a certain saturation point of this velocity or the rate of reaction, it will not get affected with the substrate concentration. The enzyme combined with the substrate relatively very fast initially in a reversible manner, so that it will give ES, and again it may get dissociated into enzyme and substrate. Here we have an enzyme that combined with the substrate to give ES complex, and this forward reaction is represented by rate constant K1. Also, as I have already mentioned in the above statement, that it's a reversible manner of reaction. So it may also dissociate into enzyme and substrate. So the reversible reaction is represented by rate constant K minus 1. This ES complex is actually very important for the product formation. This ES, when we focus on this forward, this reaction ES2 product, this can be written as ES into E plus P. Enzyme will remove out as it is, and this reaction is represented by the rate constant K2, and again it's also a reversible reaction, so the backward reaction is represented by K minus 2. Initial rate of reaction or velocity is directly proportional to the concentration of substrate. Now at a given time, suppose at any given time t, rate of formation of enzyme substrate complex is equals to the rate of dissociation of enzyme substrate complex. Can be represented as here rate constant into the multiplied with the concentration of the substrate is equals to the rate constant of backward reaction multiplied with the substrate of backward reaction. This was the Michaelis-Menten assumption, and it can be written as like this. But in this equation, K minus 1 upon K1 is actually representing the dissociation constant Ks. So If we talk about the total enzyme in this reaction, that is represented by E naught, it must be the individual enzyme that are not complex with the substrate and the enzyme that is complex with the substrate. So E naught is equals to E plus Es, or it can be written like the free enzyme is equals to the total enzyme minus the enzyme that are complex with the substrate. So by placing the value of E in this reaction, we'll obtain this, and after resolving this equation, we'll obtain this equation. Now for the second part, when the ES complex will give the product and enzyme, rate of formation of product or the velocity will be equal to rate of constant of this reaction K2 multiplied with the substrate concentration, which was ES, and by putting the value of ES from this equation into V naught is equals to K2 into this E naught into substrate concentration divided by Ks plus substrate concentration. And if we observe the equation number 1 and 2, and by combining them, we'll obtain this equation. And if we resolve this equation, we'll get concentration of enzyme into concentration of substrate divided by enzyme substrate complex concentration is equals to K minus 1 plus K2 upon K1. This K minus 1 plus K2 upon K1 is actually Michaelis-Menten constant. This Michaelis-Menten constant can be written like this, as we can replace this K minus 1 plus K2 upon K1 with Km, and the equation will now be like this. Now again, if we talk about the total enzyme, in the previous slide we get the value of free enzyme is equals to the E total enzyme minus enzyme substrate complex, and if we put this value in the above equation, we'll get this equation Km is equals to E naught minus enzyme substrate complex multiplied with the substrate complex upon enzyme substrate complex concentration. And by reshuffling this equation, we'll get the value of Es like this. And if we talk about again the speed of reaction or the rate of reaction of the product formation, which was K2 into the product into the multiply with the substrate concentration, then we'll obtain this reaction, this equation for the reaction. Now we talk about the maximum velocity at which point total enzyme, that is E naught, gets saturated. So we can say that ES are the enzyme that is present in the ES complex can be represented as E naught. Here we have a graph. This is the maximum velocity at which all the enzyme get occupied with the substrate. Uh, so V maximum is equals to K2 into ES can be written here. We can replace this ES with the K E naught. So the equation will be like this. Now this is actually Michaelis-Menten equation. So we have proved this Michaelis-Menten equation up to this level. Now for some special case, if we talk about the velocity is half of the maximum velocity, and if we draw a perpendicular on the substrate line, that is the x line, then we'll obtain that V naught is half of V max is equals to V max into substrate concentration divided by Km, that is the Michaelis-Menten constant, plus substrate concentration. So the equation will be like this. So Km is the equal to the substrate concentration. The significance of the Km is the substrate concentration at which the velocity of the reaction is half of the maximum velocity, and it explains the affinity of the enzyme. So this is all about the enzyme and kinetics. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe my channel.